Hey guys, what's going on? It is October 11th, 2012, and I figured I'd just do an update video. Given the fact that it is National Coming Out Day, I guess I've done it before and I've uploaded a video before, but I'm pretty sure it was quite a few years ago. But I guess I'll give a little bit of my coming out story, I guess. Now, at most trans guys, they always come out as, a lesbian or a lesbian or a dyke or whatever the term is that they used. Most lesbians don't like being called dykes, but I know some that, that's, yeah, I'm a dyke, I like girls, whatever. I don't want to say that I ever came out as a lesbian, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I never called myself one. I never, came out and started telling people, oh, I'm a lesbian, I like girls. I just did what I wanted to do. I just did me. There was never a point in time where I, liked guys and then I liked girls. I want to say maybe in my entire life there's maybe 2 guys that I dated when I was in early middle school. And I mean, the only person I really said anything to was my mom, but other than that, I mean, I never really ran around, I'm a lesbian, I like girls, none of that stuff. And as for coming out as trans, I don't want to say I ever really came out as trans either. I never sat down with my family and pretty much told them. The way my mom found out was my best friend that was living with me at the time had told her, because my mom had questions of why I had leg hair and I stopped shaving, and why I had armpit hair and I stopped shaving my armpits as well, and why in the middle of summer I was wearing long sleeve shirts in order to hide that, or sweatpants or long pants, and I wasn't wearing shorts anymore so that nobody could see them and ask me questions about it. So that's pretty much how my mom found out. I guess in a sense my mom relayed the message to everybody else. I did explain it to my youngest sister, and she said she kind of already knew. I want to say I came out as trans in 2008, and towards the end of 2008, I want to say probably somewhere in like August, September area. The beginning of 2010 is when I really, kind of put it out there, picked a name, started telling people, started looking to therapists and stuff like that. In March of 2010 is when I started therapy. But I never had that sit down, hey, I'm transgendered, this is how it goes, or whatever. It was just kind of, even to this day, I don't think I've ever sat down and really talked to my family about it entirely too much. Nobody really asks about my shots. Nobody really says anything about my stuff changing. Except for that I'm not as skinny as I used to be, and they like to crack jokes about that. But I kind of did all my comings out and changing along the years. I've always kind of done it in a very sly manner. I've never made a big deal out of it. No big family meetings or anything like that, and I never really said entirely too much about it. I just kind of did what I always felt was right for me, what I felt, was best for my life decisions, and I chose, not to make a big deal out of it and sit everybody down about it, because irregardless of how anybody else felt, I was still going to do what I wanted to do. And I was going to do, take the path that I felt was going to be best for me in the long run. I wasn't going to sacrifice, how I felt and what I felt was going to, in a sense, allow me to become who I feel, at that point in time, who I felt, I would put it in the sense of who I was meant to become, and now who I am becoming. I wasn't going to sit there. I care for my family a lot, and if anybody knows me personally, my siblings are my life. My nephews are my life. My family means everything to me, and I will bend over backwards until the day I die for them. And I couldn't